Well, that's not good. What was meant to be a nice simple garden removal is now just turned into a lot more work for myself. Oh well, at least we have a nice day to do it. The first step is to clean out all the dirty water and mud from the bottom of the hole itself and around the damaged pipe as well. As you can see, it's pretty nasty down there. This is going to allow us to actually access and assess the damage and identify what needs to be fixed. But also when it comes to the time to actually fix the pipe itself, it's going to be a lot easier to remove the damaged sections and glue in the new pipe that's nice and clean. I'm starting with the bottom section of the stormwater pipe, as this is where the water is actually coming up from, and I want to try and address that issue first and try and get that fixed and stop leaking before I move on. So to start this, I need to join a 90-degree bend with a straight coupler. That's going to fit over the existing section of pipe in the ground that I should be able to save. So to do this, you just saw me cut a small section of pipe with the grinder. This can also be cut with a hacksaw as well if you don't have access to a grinder. You'll see me use a hacksaw later on in the video for the hard to reach areas and that. But this cut piece will be PVC cemented into the 90-degree bend on one end and then into a straight coupler on the other end, which I'm also shortening a little bit to maintain that same distance of the existing pipe. So making sure that all the pieces are firmly pressed in and have full contact all the way around the PVC cement as well is crucial. Here I'm just cutting off the damaged 90-degree corner section that's in the ground, making sure that I have enough overhang on the straight section to join the new coupler to, which I just glued up in the previous video. So it was a little tough in certain sections as I was trying to cut it and work around the rag that is currently stuck inside of that pipe. So that made it a little bit difficult, but made do. Got to work, as you'll see here. And after yet again more bucketing of water, all I need to do now is just clean up bonding surfaces of the pipe where that PVC cement and the new joints will be in contact to ensure that maximum strength of the bond is achieved, and that we don't have any leaks after it's all put together. I really don't want to be cutting this back out and redoing it. So checking that it's all clean, checking that we have proper connections is really crucial here. You'll see I'm slipping the rag through the new joint. This is because I'll be gluing it whilst the rag is still in place. This is just going to allow me time to actually apply that PVC cement and join the two pieces of pipe together, but also allow the time for that joint to cure slightly before it's exposed to water again. Once that joint is made, I'm just checking that it's applied straight, because once that cement is cured, it's going to be almost impossible to actually move. So you can see me here just making some minor adjustments just to make sure that it is straight and it is going to fit up with the other pipe. Now onto the upper section of the pipe. So essentially just rinse and repeat what I did earlier with the lower pipe, making sure that around the pipe is clear of debris and mud. You'll see me squeezing the pipe in a little bit here as well. This is just to check how far back the crack actually goes, so that I can mark where I need to cut off that existing pipe and start the new section. Just making sure as well to clean out the inside of the pipe from rocks and mud. This is just going to avoid any potential blockages in the future, ensuring that there's enough room as well. Here you'll see I'm scraping around the outside of the pipe, just making sure there's enough room there for the coupler to actually slide over and attach to. And wiping it down, making sure it's a nice clean bonding surface just like before as well. After measuring and cutting the first long section of pipe there, I always just like to dry fit those remaining pieces first, make sure that the final adjustments and cuts are done before gluing it all together and before it's all fixed in place. There's also a little bit of movement in PVC pipe, which makes it easier to actually maneuver the pipes into position that you need. It also means that your measurements for the length of pipes can be, a few millimeters off here and there, and it's not going to make too much of a difference. Again, PVC cementing in the upright piece with the rag still in place. This again allows that adequate bonding time before introducing water into that mix. So after that cement has had a chance to cure slightly, it's time to remove the rag. This was a little bit tough as it was jammed around that 90-degree bend in the bottom, and it also seemed to have maybe a little bit of PVC cement dried to it, but eventually it did come out with a little bit of force there. Just being careful that obviously I'm not putting too much stress on those joints that I've just made as well. And as you can see, being a non-pressurized storm water pipe, the water actually only filled up to just above that first elbow piece in the bottom there, allowing me to continue the upper section without a rag in place. Alright, and after the final pieces go on, and those joints are pressed firmly together to ensure that good contact, we're done. So using only a few dollars worth of PVC pipe and pipe connections, along with a bit of PVC cement, we've fixed our issue essentially that could have been an expensive job for a plumber to come out and fix. You see, it's not too difficult, just takes getting your hands a little bit dirty and getting in there, but it's definitely doable as a DIY project. It also allows us to move straight on ahead with our original project of removing the garden bed. and allows us to get back on track with current projects. We don't have to wait around for plumbers to come out and fix it as well. Alright, so if you haven't already, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, as we've just moved into a new house. We've got a new workshop as well that requires a lot of DIY projects and renovations that are going to be featured on this channel. Thanks for watching.